Hey guys, thanks for cooking with Tammy. Today I'm going to show you how to make the ultimate cream cheese pound cake. So with that being said, let's get started. We're going to need 1 8-ounce package of plain cream cheese, as well as 3 sticks of unsalted butter, 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, 2½ teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, as well as 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 3/4 cups of granulated sugar, and 6 large eggs. For our utensils, we're going to need 1 bundt pan, a handheld mixer or a stand mixer, as well as a strainer, 2 mixing bowls, and a spatula. First things first, guys, we're going to start by preheating our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. But keep in mind, if your bundt pan is a little darker, you're going to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to start by adding our 3 sticks of room temperature butter to our bowl. And once the butter is in the bowl, using our handheld mixer, we're going to mix the butter until it's smooth and creamy. Okay, so now that the butter is nice and creamy, we're going to add the cream cheese to the butter and continue to mix until both of the ingredients are combined. Be sure to use a spatula to scrape down the sides to keep the ingredients in the middle of the bowl. As you can see, the butter and the cream cheese is whipped really well. So at this point in time, I'm going to add the sugar. However, I'm going to add about ½ a cup to a cup of sugar at a time to assure that the sugar gets combined really well throughout the mixture. After all of the sugar is combined, I'm going to change the speed on the mixer to medium-high speed, and I'm going to mix for about 5 minutes or longer until it becomes fluffy and light. By the way, guys, did I forget to mention that I had my sous chefs in the kitchen with me this morning, also known as my kids? I tried everything to get them out of the kitchen, but it just wasn't working. As we all know, a family that bakes together sticks together. What can I say? When the butter, cream cheese, and sugar becomes light and fluffy, I'm going to add 1 egg at a time. At this point in time, we're going to add the vanilla extract. Before adding the flour to the mixture, I'm going to sift all of the dry ingredients, which include the flour as well as the salt, baking soda, and baking powder. Sifting the flour before adding it to the mixture is always a good thing because it eliminates any lumps that may be within the flour. We're going to add the lemon zest, and using a spatula at this point, I'm just going to fold the lemon zest into the mixture. When it comes to adding the flour, I'm going to add about ½ a cup to a cup of flour at a time, and I'm going to mix it to incorporate it into the mixture. However, I'm not going to overmix. Just like with all cakes dealing with flour, you don't want to overmix because then you're going to activate the gluten that's inside of the flour and the cake is going to come out very tough or hard. Using my spatula once more, I'm going to push all of the ingredients into the middle of the bowl. Look carefully, guys. This is the texture of the batter that we're going for when making our cream cheese pound cake. Alright guys, now that everything is combined, taking my bundt pan, I'm going to add a little nonstick spray to my nonstick pan. Even though it's nonstick, guys, I still like to add that extra security, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. And I'm going to take my batter and place it into my bundt pan. As you can see, guys, the batter is very thick, so feel free to use your spatula to smooth out and spread the batter throughout the pan evenly. And using a paper towel, I'm going to clean off the excess batter from the bundt pan. Before placing it into my preheated 350 degree Fahrenheit oven, I'm going to allow the cream cheese pound cake to bake for 1 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes. Guys, my kids are the best. Not only do they help me cook, but they help me clean up afterwards. What? Can't ask for nothing better. Once the cake is finished, you're going to test it with a toothpick or a bread knife And once it comes out clean, then you know definitely for sure that the cake is baked all the way through. Once the cake is removed from the oven, allow it to sit for about 20 to 30 minutes to cool before removing it from the pan and slicing into it. As always, guys, thanks for cooking with Tammy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, rate, and comment. And most of all, guys, enjoy.